What is up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or of course welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Finn. It is so lovely to meet you and I hope you are doing really well. In today's YouTube video we're doing a bit more of a sit down talkative video because today we're going to be discussing my experience with the Online Makeup Academy. Before we get into my experience with the Online Makeup Academy, I just want to be completely open, honest and transparent with you guys, completely see-through. I have not been paid to do this video, but I was given access to the course for free. So what that means is that they gave me access to their course. I didn't pay for any of it. Rather than a payment, they ask for a YouTube video in return just to give my honest kind of opinions and thoughts, which I am going to do. Now, as always on my channel, I will give you the exact honest opinion, what I really think. That is the good, the great, the excellent and the negative. Not every company is perfect. There are always bits and like rooms for improvement. I don't lie on my channel. Everything I say here is going to be honest. So without further ado, let's get straight on into today's video. Starting from the beginning, so the Online Makeup Academy reached out via my PR email address. Thank you guys so much for reaching out. It was quite a little bit of a surprise to see you in my little inbox. And they asked whether or not I'd do a YouTube video reviewing their Advanced Makeup Artist course, which I thought, yeah, let's just do it. Let's go. Why not? So the reason why I did this mainly is because I love makeup, as you guys know. Most of my channel is makeup, my Instagram is makeup, my spare room is just full of makeup, my bank account hates makeup. I've done one course in the past. I paid £20 for that course from Voucher, I think, and it was alright, but it wasn't fabulous. You know, you kind of get what you pay for with things like this. Now, the Online Makeup Academy, I'll get into fees and finances later, but they're a lot more advanced than the course I've previously done, and you could tell that as soon as I hit go and went back through the modules, because I mean the other one I did in like 3 days and this one took a lot longer than 3 days. With the Online Makeup Academy, you have a huge variety of courses, and within those courses you have a huge variety of different modules. Now I'm going to pop bits here, there and everywhere so you can pause, have a read, but the advanced makeup course had I think 7 or 8 different modules, and within those modules you had different lessons. So within the lessons you were greeted with a huge chunk of text, which you don't have to read, but it's always good to read it. You had a long video to watch, which would normally range between about 12 minutes to about an hour. And then you also had your quick TikTok kind of video. So dependent upon the lesson that you're doing, you can see how it is achieved, or how the look was achieved, with 3 different mediums really. You had the text, you had the long video and the short video. Now I watched everything and I read everything at the same time because I kind of wanted to soak up that information, but you don't have to, you can do it the quick way. The Advanced Makeup course focuses on things like HD makeup, fashion, editorial looks, creative makeup. We did a little bit of 1930s inspired things, and I found all of it really interesting. Genuinely found it all very interesting. There was only one makeup look where I was a little bit bored, and that was because it was very basic. So before they teach you loads of new techniques and how to do really cool fancy editorial things, they're gonna want to make sure that you know how to do the basics. So yeah, that one was a little bit boring, but the rest I really thoroughly enjoyed. How the course is outlined is that you have the modules, you have the lessons, and within those modules you also have your homework. So what they normally expect is that you do the lessons in chronological order and then you get onto your homework. The homework is generally, they want you to do it generally on other people. However, they don't actually mind if you don't have anyone else, because I genuinely didn't have anyone else. I only had this face and that was it really, so sorry, but you're stuck with it. So I did all of the looks on my own skin. I know that that is not necessarily the best way to do a makeup course, because then you're not learning different textures and bits, but unfortunately this is all I have. So you do the makeup that is expected in that lesson and then you upload it to the portal. And then probably about 3 or 4 days later, which in my experience was how long I had to wait, your tutor, who is a professional makeup artist, is a really low plane, sorry. Your tutor, who is a professional makeup artist, will give you feedback based upon the homework that you've sent her. Now, what I loved about the feedback was that it wasn't really dragged out. I'm a very, very quick person. I like to do things like bosh, 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 and just get it done. The feedback really, really catered for me. It was quick, it was to the point, and it probably ranged from about a minute to about 3 minutes at max, where the makeup artist would go through the look that I've sent her. She'd pick out the things that I did well and things that I could work better on next time. It was really, really good feedback, and it was always warranted, which is what I liked. It wasn't like the makeup artists made it up as they went along. They really didn't. They knew my facial structure, they knew what I needed to work on and what I had done wrong, and I thoroughly liked that. And the main key point here is that I actually learned from it, which was great. A little bit of a rhetorical question here, but why do it online? Mainly because, one, it is so much cheaper than face-to-face courses, and two, I already work full-time. I do not have any more hours left in my week to go elsewhere face-to-face, have a formal lesson, practice the makeup and then go. Beauty school in itself is a full-time thing, and if you already have a career or this is just a side hobby, you probably don't have the time to do it. So online is the best thing, I think, in my personal opinion, for a hobby, business interest kind of thing. I put aside probably about an hour a night, and I managed to get the course done in 2 months. You do not have to get the course done in 2 months. However, because I am doing this as part of a collaboration, I kind of needed to get it done and get this video uploaded. I didn't find that it really took over my life as much as what it could have done. Now, you could probably get this course done in a week. If you really, really put your brain into it and really focused, I reckon you can get it done in a week. But if you're working 45 to 50 hours a week, you can take 6 months, you can take a year, it's fine. They're absolutely cool with that. And they are so catering, they're so caring, and genuinely, I really, really liked that. It felt like, rather than a school, it felt like a little family of makeup artists, so I thoroughly liked that. After you've done the makeup assignments, the last module is all about like business representation. So we're talking business cards, we're talking a website, and you have to do this. You have to get your website up and running. Now, because this isn't a business for me, it is mainly a hobby. I didn't want to do a website. I just didn't need it, but in order to get my certificate of completion, I had to do it, so I just used Wix. Wix was so easy. I do genuinely like my website. It's just a little bit of me, which is obvious because I designed it, and then I've got my business cards, which I'll pop here, which again I do really like, and I just used Canva. Nice and easy, did not take long, and to be fair, even though I'm not going to use these, it was really fun making it, and like, not pretending I had a business, but understanding what it would be like if I did have a business in makeup, because I feel like people forget that side and that element to being a makeup artist. You just think it's makeup day in, day out, and you forget things like accounting, taxes, business, websites, business cards, client engagement, all of that stuff. And it was really, really nice that the whole course took on that aspect as well, because then you're getting a much better overall representation of what it's like to work in the field. One of the best things about the whole course is that once you've completed it, you are presented with an OMACA certificate. The best thing about that is that the certificate can then be used to apply for discount cards from brands that work with the Online Makeup Academy. So I'll just have a look on my phone for a second because I've forgotten most of them. Upon graduation, we provide guidance with Pro Card applications. Once you've received your certificate, you will qualify to obtain a Pro Card membership from our partners Friends Beauty and Nigel's Beauty Emporium. So they give you basically 40% off Makeup Forever, L'Oreal, Stila, Naked Cosmetics, Becca, Beauty Blender, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Morphe Zucca, NYX, Smashbox, Too Faced, Temperature. So most of them I have heard of, some of them I haven't. Everyone likes money off, so if you can get yourself qualified and then get money off, why not? Another thing that I did actually really like about this course is that it's not all makeup and it's not all business. It's like there's a whole chunk about how to stay motivated as a makeup artist, which again is something that is hardly ever spoken about. Can you imagine being a a bridal makeup artist and you've got 3 weddings in 1 week and all 3 brides are stressed, they hate the makeup, and it doesn't matter what you do, you cannot do right for wrong. Can you imagine trying to stay motivated for all of that? Because I know for a fact I would probably flip my lid. So it's a good thing, 1, I'm not a bridal makeup artist, and 2, they cover it in the course because, again, it's about that whole representation of what it's like to work in the field, which is something that I will probably keep coming back to, but it's everything. It's makeup from the 1930s all the way up to like sci-fi creative editorial looks. The motivation, it's the business element. I really liked it. I genuinely enjoyed the course. We're on to the bit that I don't like discussing, but it's the finance side of things, so let's talk about it. In the grand scheme of things, the Online Makeup Academy isn't a lot of money. In the grand scheme of things, when you think if you want to do this course in order to be a professional makeup artist, it is so much cheaper than going to a beauty school. So the whole course is $849 and that is a one-time payment. That's all it is. So $849 into pounds.
$849 US is about £683.96.
So £684 basically. In the grand scheme of things, if you want to be a professional makeup artist and you want the full shebang course, one-time payment done, and you can do it in your free time, you are just not going to get it any cheaper than that, in my opinion. And for what you get, the one-to-one tuition, the one-to-one feedback, genuinely, that's cheap. I've already looked around. I've looked for beauty schools online in the past. I've looked for the ones in London, and I couldn't afford any of them, and I also couldn't afford the time to spend to do them. So in my honest opinion, I think that is a wonderful price. But again, that said, I do know that $849 is $849. There's no getting around that, really. It's a lot of money. They also do an option where you can pay it in 4 individual payments. So you can pay $254 4 times to make up the money for the course. It's little increments, which might make it a little bit easier for you. That is a lot of talking. I'm probably going to have a sore throat for the rest of the day, but oh well. Other than that, I've had a really, really good experience. Genuinely, thoroughly enjoyed, don't regret it, and yeah, it's something I can say that I've done, and I'm really proud of myself for fitting it in around work as well. So yeah. Another little tip, before you start the course, I would actually watch YouTube videos and make sure your basics are up to date. So for instance, I'd probably recommend watching some YouTube videos and practicing maybe like straight eyeliner, because there was a 1930s Twiggy inspired look with eyeliner, obviously, and that took a little bit of, like, it took a few goes for me. So I'd probably recommend practicing your basics, practice your blending skills, your eyeliner, your smoky eyes, just the basic kind of elements to makeup, like in general. And yeah, that is all I've really got to say, but I have rambled on for 22 minutes, so hopefully we can narrow this down to about 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. It honestly means the absolute world, and I'm so, so grateful that you've taken a little bit of time out of your day to watch and listen to me ramble. I really, really hope you have a smashing evening or day wherever you are in your week, and I really, really hope that I get to see you in the next YouTube video. Until then, love you, bye.